Two students walk into the same exam, same teacher, same syllabus, same number of hours in the day. One of them fails, looks at the paper, feels something sink in their chest, and thinks, I'm just not good at this. Maybe I never will be. And quietly, almost without noticing, they start avoiding the subject. The other one fails too, looks at the same paper, feels the same thing, but thinks, okay, what did I miss? What do I need to do differently? Same failure, completely different futures. That difference, it's not talent, it's not intelligence, it's not even effort. It's something much more fundamental, their mindset. In the 1990s, a psychologist at Stanford named Carol Dweck started studying why some students thrived after setbacks while others collapsed. What she found changed how we think about human potential forever. She identified two belief systems, two invisible lenses through which people see themselves and the world. The first she called the fixed mindset, the belief that your qualities are carved in stone, that you're either smart or you're not, talented or you're not, a leader or you're not. Full stop. The second she called the growth mindset, the belief that your qualities are the starting point, not the final word, that with effort, strategy, and time, almost anything can be developed. Simple concept, profound implications. Here's what the fixed mindset looks like in practice, and I want you to pay attention because it's sneaky. It doesn't always announce itself. It sounds like, I'm not a people person, said once, believed forever, as if social skills were genetic code you were either born with or not. It sounds like avoiding a promotion because I'm not really a leadership type, not because you tried and failed, but because you never tried at all. It looks like a person who was told they were gifted as a child and then spent the rest of their life terrified of doing anything that might disprove that label. And here's the cruel irony of that fixed mindset. The people who have it are often the ones who look the most capable on the surface, because they only attempt what they already know they can win. They perform competence, they hide effort, and they quietly build a life that's smaller than they deserve. Here's something most people never consider: the version of you that exists right now, your skills, your confidence, your ability to communicate or lead or handle pressure. That version was built through repetition, through exposure, through situations that stretched you, often uncomfortably, until a new level became normal. You weren't born knowing how to read. You weren't born knowing how to drive. And yet, both of those things feel effortless now. So why do we suddenly decide somewhere in adulthood that the growth process stops? That what we are now is what we'll always be? You see this in the best leaders too, the best communicators, the people you admire most professionally. They weren't born that way, they were built that way. Slowly, deliberately, often through failure you never got to see. So, how do you actually make the shift? Because knowing this isn't enough. You need to feel where your fixed mindset lives. And everyone has one, by the way, including me, including the people teaching this stuff. First, notice your I am just not statements. I'm just not organized. I'm just not a morning person. Every time you catch yourself finishing that sentence, ask, is this a fact about me? Or is it a story I've been telling? Second, embrace difficulty as data. The next time something is hard, resist the urge to interpret that as evidence you don't belong. Hard means you are at the edge of your current ability. That's not a bad place to be. That's exactly where growth lives. Third, separate your effort from your identity. You didn't fail. The attempt failed. And a failed attempt is just information. It tells you what to adjust, not who you are. Remember those two students I told you about at the beginning? The one who decided they weren't good at it, they probably still believe it to this day. A belief that formed at 16 about who they are is still quietly running their decision at 35. The other one, they're probably still learning, still adjusting, still occasionally failing, but compounding slowly, invisibly towards something remarkable. The question isn't whether you have a fixed mindset. The question is, where is it limiting you right now? And are you willing to challenge it? That's the work. It's not glamorous, but it's the most important work you'll ever